Okay, so I don't know if you guys are aware, but the rapper Lil Tay, I'm sure that's her stage name, she just created an OnlyFans account and made $1 million with the first day that she made it on her 18th birthday. And so she had to have had that content recorded previously, which means that whoever paid to see her was paying to see a minor, technically. She did say that she had recorded all that on the same day of her birthday, which, sorry, contradicts itself. You can't do that. That is previously recorded. It wasn't live. She had recorded it previously because she uploaded it at 12 o'clock midnight on her birthday. So she cut herself in a lie there. And so, honey, I listen to everyone who did go and pay to see that young lady. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. That's number one. So let's just get that out the way. You're nasty. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, because it wasn't just men doing it, it was women doing it too. And that was a child. That was a baby. And even if it was an 18-year-old, like if she was 18 and 6 months, you still nasty. 18. She's a teenager. She's still a child. She's a baby. And we all know she's mentally a baby because she wouldn't have been up there in the first place. This girl was somebody who was established as an artist, a rap artist. Sure, she wasn't, known overseas and all that, but she still had a name for herself, which means she wasn't poverty stricken, which means she didn't desperately need the money. And even if she did, she should have knew better than that too. But this video is not to sit here and bash her. It's to pull a lesson. We got to do better. We got to do better. Parents, you need to make sure that you're in your kids' lives, because there's no excuse. She didn't do that because she needed to. She wasn't poverty stricken. She did that just because she could. Just simply because she could. And so that means we are failing as parents. There's no such thing as a bad student, only a bad teacher. So we as parents got to do better. Make sure we're involved in our kids' lives. You got to make sure you're checking them phones. Make sure you're checking them tablets. We got to do better. Men, you need prayer. You need prayer. And I'm speaking to the men that are still into the whole porn and all that stuff, because it's ruining us. It is ruining us as a society. It really is. And that just goes, there's no reason why that little girl should have made that much money in that little amount of time. That just makes no sense whatsoever. We ought to be ashamed of ourselves. We really do.